long weekend was just what I needed. I got to spend quality time with my parents, enjoy a cozy barbecue with them and my partner, a little library visit, a bookstore browse, and a little shopping. There was brunch, some solid training, and plenty of time to read. My favorite mix of slow and productive. It felt full, but in the best possible way. No rush, just good energy. It wasn't overly planned, but somehow everything flowed just right. Energizing and restful all at once. Hey, I'm Nish. I make videos about the things that bring me joy. Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick intro to today's video. So this was the past weekend was a long weekend for me. It was a long weekend here. I had time off from Thursday all the way to Sunday, so it was a really long weekend, and my parents are here in town, so it was just perfect timing. I got to spend so much time with them. Honestly, this was a very well-balanced weekend. We managed to do a lot of outdoor activities. I also managed to do some amount of training, as well as I got a decent amount of reading done as well. So all in all, it was a pretty balanced weekend. I also got enough time to relax and kind of reset for the week. And I don't remember the last time I came out of a weekend feeling like I had done everything that I wanted to, that I had planned to do in that weekend. So this is great. This is not like a very regular occurrence for me. But I think a part of that was because at least the 2 out of the 4 days of the weekend I had planned in advance. There were certain things that I had booked that kind of helped just like stay on track and do everything that we wanted to do together. So it was a fantastic weekend. I don't think I would change anything about it. So yeah, let's go and see what I was up to this weekend.
It's a heavenly place.
All right, so my parents actually wanted to go on a drive today, especially my mom. She loves going out on drives, and so that's exactly what we're doing right now. Justin and I are going to go pick them up, and we're going to go on a drive, then get some brunch. We've shortlisted a few places, so we'll see wherever the wait time is at least. We'll probably stop there for brunch, and then we'll probably just drive back. So it's going to be a pretty chill day. Anyway, so now while I'm driving to my destination, here's a clip of me explaining the book that I'm currently reading, and that is My Brilliant Friend. All right, let's talk about My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. In this book, we follow Leela and Elena, who are best friends, who are really good friends. They grew up in the 1950s in a very poor and often violent neighborhood in Italy. Elena and Leela both are academically very strong. They are smart. However, Leela is smarter amongst the two. She is brilliant. But what happens is when it comes to education, Leela's family supports hers, but Elena's does not. Elena's father is poor, but at the same time, he does not really see the benefit in supporting his daughter's education because she's a woman. I don't even want to get into that and the realities around that. Now, this is where their paths kind of start diverging, where Elena continues with her education, but Leela has to drop out of school and she starts helping her family with their family business. So now we are about to find out how it really affects their life, how their circumstances and their education molds them as people, as human beings. But at the same time, while we're following these two friends and their friendship, we also get to see how Italy was in the 1950s, what the mentality of the people back then was. I'm liking it so far. When I think of Litfic, this is what I think of. And this, so far, it's delivering exactly what I expected this book to deliver.
pepperoni pizza. That one.
What are you doing?
I'm cutting the pizza. What do you want me to do? You want to eat the whole pizza whole?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
So the past couple of days I've been out and about. Day before I had a lovely mother-daughter day with my mom. I had planned a few things for us to do together, and we did every single one of those things. So mission accomplished. And then yesterday, the four of us, that is my parents, Justin and I, we ended up going on a lovely long drive, and then we got some brunch by the water. It was such a nice location. It was just perfect. We got a really good table as well, which was like indoors but right by the water, so it was perfect. And then on our way back, we were not ready to go home yet. We were just still trying to figure out what we wanted to do next. And while we were driving back, we stumbled upon this little market. I think it was a fundraiser. I'm not sure what it was, but basically they had all these vendors selling clothing, earrings, some other trinkets, items like that. And there were also a lot of performances going on. So there were like little girls, women dancing in these lovely costumes. I think it was a cultural thing, and there was a live band playing. So that was such a pleasant surprise. That was such a lovely little detour that we took yesterday. We were just driving through that area. We saw that, and we were like, why not? We should check it out. So it's totally worth it. And then today, there are two main things I need to do. I'm about to get on my bike for a bike ride, and then I also have to go for a swim. Rather than have to, I want to, because yesterday I skipped training. I didn't do anything. We were out pretty much the whole day. So today I kind of want to start my day with at least getting one of my sessions in, and that's going to be the bike ride. And then I'll go see my parents. We'll probably grab some lunch. We may or may not go out. Haven't really planned today that well. Going to be low key, going with the flow kind of day. I'm going to plan the whole day around my two training sessions. Also, I haven't really read in the past few days. This is a long weekend, and obviously I do want to spend some time with my books. I do want to escape into a story for a little bit. I'm definitely going to find some time later today to read. My mom is also in the middle of a novel right now, so maybe if she's in the mood for it, I'll ask her if she wants to go and check out the local library, and we might spend some time there. Done for today. So this is the puzzle that Dad's working on. I think Mom's gonna help him later, but he started working. This is the picture. So Mom checked out two books at the library, and she's reading one of them right now. And as for me, I got books from home. My Brilliant Friend. I got two options, My Brilliant Friend, and then I also got a book by Agatha Christie. It's called Partners in Crime. Justin picked this one up for me. I gave him options of three different Agatha Christie books and I asked him to pick one, so he picked this one. So I'm probably going to read one of these books for a little while now. Dad is still inside the library. He's just browsing all the books. I think he really likes this place, so he said he's going to see if he finds anything interesting. He'll probably pick it up. Maybe he'll meet us out here. Maybe he'll read it in there. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's still in there browsing. Oh, I see him coming this way. Looks like he has picked a book for himself as time to read. So my parents are coming for lunch. We're doing some barbecue. Actually, Justin's doing it. What do we have here, babe?
Salad, biscuits, rice, and on the grill we have chicken, peppers.
Can I go
tomatoes.
take a look?
Yes.
Wow. He's also set up the table. That's nice. All right, so I did want to talk about the book that I was reading throughout this vlog, and that was My Brilliant Friend. I did finish reading this, and what a ride this was. Elena Ferrante has written about growing up in Italy, or rather, like these two women growing up in Italy in a very poor area in Italy so well that I don't know how she managed to give the center stage to not only their relationship, their friendship, she also managed to give enough attention and focus to what it's like growing up in a rural Italian village or a rural Italian community. And it was so brilliantly written. Honestly, this is a little dry. It also gets intense at times. I wouldn't say this book is for everyone. If you're looking for something light to read, if you're just getting into reading, maybe this is not the book for you. To be honest, I did reach a point in this book where I almost DNF'd it, but I did want to keep going and I wanted to see what happens in the end. And I think it was worth it. I'm glad I kept going. So, this is a series. There is another book in the series. I do want to read the next book because the last chapter was such a cliffhanger. They ended this book on such a cliffhanger, and I do want to read the second book as well, but I'm not going to do it right now, maybe at a later point. As usual, I guess I've been doing this with like all series. I read a book or two and then I basically park it for later. If you're looking for a heavy lit fic, I highly recommend this. The hardships that are outlined in this book, especially for little girls growing into women, is so similar across the world. I feel like women, especially from poor communities, go through very similar things no matter which country they're born in. For example, in this book, they cover dowry, SA, then a girl's education not given much importance, and they're pulled out of school at a very early age for various reasons. If you're looking for a good lit fic book, which goes very much into details of an Italian community and the friendship of women, I highly recommend this book. So yeah, so that was the book. Actually, my mom is out on a walk and I do want to see, I'm going to ask her if she wants to talk about the book that she is currently reading. She picked up a book at the library as well, as you saw, and I want to see if she wants to talk about it. So let's wait until she gets back home and let's see if she wants to give us a quick synopsis of the book that she's currently reading. Okay, so mom is back from her walk and she is willing to tell us what she is reading currently. So over to you, mom. Let's see. Tell us what you're reading right now.
Yeah,
Here, you want to hold this?
so I'm reading a book at the Yoga Cafe. It's a cozy mystery, and this is the book which I have bought from the local library. Since here I have a lot of time, I can enjoy my reading. Back home also, I have a library where I go and pick up the books and read them. But there, I take 2 months to read a single book. But here now, within 2 days, I've completed approximately 75 pages of the book.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
you show us the book? Can you show us the cover?
Yeah, sure. It's really nice. So the importance of the yoga, and over here, everybody over here likes to go in a cafe, and you meet a lot of people. So it's the same thing. And here the mysteries are solved.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Did you like the local library?
Yes, it was very nice, very huge, big. We don't find such a huge libraries in India. But I was really very happy seeing the library, visiting it. Going to visit again before leaving. We'll go and we'll get some more books to read before I leave.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mom. So there you go. That was my mom and the book that she's currently reading. It's a cozy mystery book, like she mentioned. So I read a blurb of it. I'm not quite sure what the whole book is about, but from the sound of it, from the few lines that I read, it sounds like this yoga teacher moves back into her old English village, and there one thing leads to another, and somehow she gets caught up in solving a murder mystery. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. If you like this content, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Bye.